That's like the complicated thing about cancer, right?
But also it generates a bunch of money when people have it, and you can charge them money for it. So
Yeah, that's like a
also,
really cynical way to look at it, but it's also just like you can never cure cancer because it's like you could get somebody into remission and or temporarily remove all the cancer from their body, but it'll come back. Your cell phone brings it back. Your microwave brings it back. The power lines bring it back.
are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording. This is the cold open.
This is the Christmas episode?
Yeah, this is the Christmas episode. Well, one of two. We're doing 2 Christmas episodes.
We're filming 2 episodes?
Yeah.
And David's already asleep?
Yeah, David's this was David's idea. This whole new format was David's idea.
Good morning.
David took a brief nap before we decided to record because it took Brent's food 55 years to get here because he refuses to eat Chinese food.
But eats Japanese food.
But eats Japanese food that is identical to American Chinese food.
Run.
No, it's not. I actually got the same thing that I got at that Japanese restaurant in your mall from the Chinese restaurant in our mall.
Mm-hmm.
The vegetables, the chicken, it was all exactly the same.
Darn straight.
I'm happy for you.
I'm just saying, you can eat Chinese food every now and again.
I don't want it.
But you want that Chinese food from the Japanese restaurant.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I trust them more.
Why?
I don't know.
Seems racist.
That sounds... It's a little racially charged, isn't
It's
it?
not.
You can say it all you want,
Yeah,
but like
you can tell us it's not. But
the proof is in the Kung Pao.
what's the difference between one guy and another guy?
I don't know what to tell you.
You don't have a non-incriminating answer.
You know what the real answer is? Is that somebody told me that a couple years ago in the Chinese place they found a rat in like the food.
Every Chinese place
Every
ever.
Chinese place has that rumor. Every single one.
It's not
They
a good.
also-
It's not a good Chinese place unless there's a rumor they're like using cat or something.
Yeah, that's how you know it's like fucking bussin'.
Yeah.
Because they're not using cat. Like, there's no way.
Well, like there's a way.
I mean, there's a way, but generally speaking, there's no way that they're using cat. Why would that even make any sense?
It's called orange chicken, not orange cat.
And like you'll see like conspiracy theorists like, if you look at the muzzle tissue of a cat, it looks a lot like dark meat chicken, which they say they use in the orange chicken, but it's just not. It's stupid.
None of this puts me in the Christmas spirit.
Well, you know what didn't put me in the Christmas spirit? The movie that we're reviewing tonight,
It didn't?
National Lampoons Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's what we're doing right now?
Yeah, we're doing that one. Yeah.
Perfect.
That one did not.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
It's good.
So, all right, I've been waiting to talk to you guys, but this has been
I've been waiting too
stewing.
because I'm David.
And I'm Brent.
And I'm Kevin.
This is the plot line.
This is potentially episode 1 of season 2.
Oh, shit.
Technically, season 3.
No.
Three.
Season.
Oh, we did 0.
Yeah,
I
we
forgot
did 0
we did the
'cause it's the
freaking
pilot.
weird way.
It's pilot, you know? I'm just going for pilot.
Sorry, I forgot we do our stuff weird.
Well, you know, the first few episodes were just kind of like a trial run.
Now look at us. We're in our second studio.
Oh, we're in the second studio.
This is the plotline V2.
It makes it sound like we're actually like funded. We're not.
We're totally funded.
We have a new intern. The old one quit after the allegations.
Stop.
So
Fuck you.
You know what else is interesting about these movies? That they're all exactly the same. And I think the problem is that I watched 2 of the other ones before watching this one.
Mhm.
And that really shatters the fun of them whenever you see them. I feel like I'd have enjoyed it way more if that were the first one that I'd saw.
I feel that.
They're just incredibly formulaic and like a very like people say the MCU's formulaic, but so you have the kooky setup for Clark Griswold being a kooky guy. You have the family doing like their vacation thing. There's something with an animal at some point. There's a hot babe that Clark Griswold's going to be cheating on his wife with.
In his head.
And, sometimes in fucking real life
Yeah,
too.
he just window shopped in this one.
In this one, he did just window shop. In one of the previous ones, he fully skinny dipped with some lady. So it just depends on the flavor of Clark Griswold you're getting. This one was a more family friendly version, I suppose. I do think it's funny that they change out the kids every time. I didn't notice that until the third one.
Yeah, that's
that
funny.
one really got me. I was like, are these kids the same kids as before? And they clearly weren't
You know,
after.
they're different in every movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that there are like a lot of beats that they have to hit. That kill a pet somewhere. You kill someone's pet. That's like a beat they have to hit.
Back then, formulas worked. They still work today, but for comedy, like Chevy Chase especially, like from SNL, his entire career, like he plays the same character. They just get more problematic with every iteration.
Which I feel like maybe I got too tame of a iteration with this one. I think I might be going backwards.
I think this is. I mean, clearly this movie came out before any of us even like thought of. But I feel like this Chevy Chase is like at the peak where people are like, I like this guy. He's gonna be a good person. He's gonna be a good person. And then the Chevy Chase we know today is like Hollywood's biggest like douche.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate to feel the way I like to enjoy things. I'm a general movie enjoyer. I can find like comedy or good in almost any movie. This one just really bored me. I was just bored.
There's also like there's not gonna be a spoiler section. This is just a movie.
Yeah, this is an ancient movie.
Yeah, that is gonna be a fun thing we don't have to worry about now. We can just freaking.
Well, it depends on how new of a movie we're doing. Still, I mean, let's be honest.
I don't know. I enjoy the movie because one, I think it's hilarious. It's my favorite Christmas movie.
That's crazy.
Me and my dad watch it like every Christmas Eve and stuff like that. So it's always been like my favorite. But like every line it's quotable. Every line is a good one-liner, and I feel like I'm not saying it's the only Christmas movie, but like it captures just that like perfect messy family dynamic. Like a lot of like Christmas movies, like Hallmark, I'll use as an example. It's like the same formula. Everyone's like oddly perfect in their own cool, quirky way. But like with Christmas Vacation, like the family does not like each other. There's all these differences, but like it ends with all of them like embracing those differences and coming together. And I think it really captures like the spirit of the Christmas season with it.
Yeah, but the problem with that, right? And I like the way that you framed it is that the other two movies that I've seen from this series are identical. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not Christmas, so like
I know, and I get that, and I'm like
I like how this one they're not going anywhere. It's all based on the house.
I kind of feel like that detracts from it a little bit for me personally. I said, I think that the problem with it is that I watched the other two first, and also I don't have the nostalgia that you guys have for it because this is the year 2023. We live in the future, and I went my whole life without seeing it, and so I don't have any nostalgia for this movie. I could care less about this movie.
I also just think it's really relatable too, like solely because if it's not even necessarily like for a lot of people it's gonna be like their dads, but like everybody knows a man in their life who will like goes completely overboard with Christmas lights, and it's got to be perfect, and the scene, it's just I know so many people like that. It's just very funny. To me, it's like that they're all ridiculous. All the jokes and all the stuff. It's very ridiculous and over the top, but somewhat grounded in like realistic people, like people that are like that, like Clark Griswold. Those people exist.
Yeah, I don't think it was without its funny moments. I mean, I definitely laughed at like the part where he's in the attic and he's watching the thing and they pull the thing down, the door down, and he falls. That was funny. You know, the squirrel was funny.
Oh my god, yeah, the squirrel, that was good.
I actually liked all the stuff with Elaine from Seinfeld, where he just like completely ruined their life, and
Yeah.
somehow there's no legal repercussion for that at all.
No.
Like he completely skirted them calling the cops.
That's so funny.
That lady got mauled by a dog from that house, and that dog.
Yeah, but she was gonna go over there and assault him. So like, you know.
But here's the thing: intent doesn't really matter in that scenario. All she has to do is now be like, "Oh, their dog assaulted me." Boop, 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 boop. Call the police, and
No.
I don't know why I did 5 for 911.
Boop, boop, boop,
I was
boop,
gonna
boop.
say that's probably her first problem is she just doesn't know how to like call 911.
She called the wrong number.
But no, like I understand. Like I said, I haven't really watched all the vacation movies, so like I guess I don't have that like comparison. If you hadn't seen the like all of the vacation movies, what would you think of this movie?
I'd probably think it was funny. I'd probably think it was good.
Weird that like, I've seen all the other vacation movies and it doesn't detract from my experience at all. It like adds to it.
I just think that it's like it's lazy. I think it's lazy when all of them are now. I actually think less of all of them now that I've seen more than 2, because it's just like they're just the same movie over and over again with a slightly different setting.
Yeah, that's like the fun of it.
But it's also like
I really want you to watch the Vegas one now because it's the same thing, but they're just in Vegas.
that sounds like I would hate that.
It's fun. It's fun. I think you're like. It's weird to me that you like will take the same superhero in every movie, but just reskinned to like a different fucking origin and be like, yes, this. But when it comes to fucking the lighthearted fucking funny haha, you're like being a snob about it.
It's like those movies are building towards something generally. There's like a reason that they're doing like a little formulaic, like fucking, here's the setup for this character. They're kind of an asshole, but now they got to be the hero. Like
Yeah, but like they're all cookie cutter like that.
not all of them are, but
I can name you like 7.
do it.
Tony Stark,
Okay.
Thor. You're gonna tell me the first Thor, 100% Thor. He's an asshole. And he's gonna learn to be a non-asshole.
But it's like kind of like it's different though. It's different.
It's not. It's the same. It's
I
like
would-
the
I would say-
circumstances are a little different, but that's like the same general idea.
Okay, keep going.
Doctor Strange.
Okay,
Hey.
okay. Iron Man and Doctor Strange, easy. I'll give you those 2.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I'd say that one too. Yeah.
I'm almost there. Give me a second. I'll think of another one. Come on.
So you're
Fuck
at
me up.
3 of 7. I'm not counting Thor,
Nebula.
Yeah.
but she didn't have a whole movie dedicated to
Character
her.
arc though.
Yeah.
But-
It's
It's the same.
She's still kind of an asshole though. She's not really she's like, even in the newest one, she's like a huge jerk. She's just
I wouldn't
Even
say
like
so.
there's still like background characters like Hank Pym. He's like shown
yeah,
he's like an
you
asshole.
said
like,
how could I watch like
yeah,
formulaic movies?
well,
Those
even
are just characters in the background. Those aren't even. They don't even
But-
have their own shit going on. They're just like
even now, like the last like several Marvel things, there's been all samey. It's the same shit, different day, bro. Nothing
I don't know
new's
what
happening.
shit you've been watching, but like Shang-Chi was different. The Eternals was so different. Everybody hated it. Fucking Loki was so
Loki's
different.
like the best thing they've done
Loki
in a long
was so
time.
different that at the end of the mid-season, you were like, "You can't leave me with that. What am I gonna do for a week?"
Yeah, but,
like-
but that's like I don't know. It's different.
Yeah, like a bunch of their properties have been
All
vastly
that
different.
all the
She-Hulk,
cape shit, superhero shit's all the same at the end of the day. But like it's
like,
it's just the setting's different. I just think it's very similar, and it's
Mhm.
weird that you're like weird about one and not the other. I think it's fun. It's not supposed to be like some high like. Not everything has to build to something, you know.
No, I know.
It can just be
but
fun. Like
Yeah, it's
where are these kooky characters? What's it like to see them in
Have-
this setting?
Comedy
You ever like watch a sitcom like they used to do it a lot in the 90s? You ever watch like a 90s sitcom that's like filmed at a studio audience, and then for like an episode they go somewhere on location.
No, I don't. like sitcoms
I think
very much.
specifically, I remember Full House. I think they went to like Disney
Mhm.
World
Okay.
and they filmed like on location.
Yeah.
It's like that. You're seeing characters and you're throwing them into like
A different
a
environment.
different. So all you know from these characters is their family vacation where they tried to go to a park. That's like the first one, right? Is National Lampoons Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, family vacation. Okay, that's all you. That's all you know. What's the logical sequel to the family vacation? Like that one, they're just like
No
going.
fucking
They're
clue.
going on an American road trip. It's the first movie. Well, I think the second one is like European vacation.
Yeah.
So they go like across Europe. Okay, and then we have the Christmas. It's just like I don't know. It's like they did the Christmas special. They go to Vegas. They did the reboot.
But like, so like Family Guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very formulaic. I will say Family Guy is also very formulaic, but they're telling a different story in every episode. It's not like the same story. I think the problem is that the story's the same, but the setting's changing.
But they have.
But a sitcom, the setting's the same, but the story's constantly changing.
Have you ever seen the like the 2 Star Wars movies they did? They did Family Guy has like 2 specials, like feature-length specials.
3.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
3?
Mhm.
I think
They
it's
do
three,
it
They
yeah.
did the whole OG trilogy.
I don't think they ever did
Yeah, they did.
the last one.
Um,
They did
Oh, okay.
Harvest Moon. It was like Harvest Moon.
Blue Harvest.
Because
Harvest,
the
yeah.
bears from the Cleveland show were the Ewoks.
And then they did something Dark Side, but they never got to the third one because
Mhm.
Lucasfilm sold
I have the box set.
You're killing me. Hold on.
I'm Googling it right now.
Yeah, they did this. They did all 3. But like, I mean, I get where you're coming from. It's just, I think when I go in to watch a comedy, I'm fine just turning my brain off and laughing.
And
And like, I understand. Like, if you've seen the same thing over and over again, like I understand where you're like, oh, it's like the same thing. But like I said, during like sometimes comedy, like scary movie, like the scary movie franchises,
yeah.
they're all pretty much copy and paste, just with a couple different horror movie characters. I'm not saying that's like a direct correlation. I'm just saying like the Wayans brothers had a pretty like easy formula to follow each movie.
I think maybe part of my problem is that I went into this with like a critical lens. What?
Why would you do that?
Because we decided to fucking review it on our fucking movie podcast. How am I
I
not?
think if we're gonna talk about something, it doesn't mean we have to look at it with a like
Mm-mm.
critical lens.
I mean, how else do you review something? You're critiquing it.
I wouldn't say necessarily critiquing. I say we're just talking.
Yeah,
Did you ever find out about the trilogy? Was that right?
They did do
Yeah,
a
they did
do
That's what I
an
thought.
episode.
I was like,
which
I
is
have a
crazy.
box set, which is crazy if there's just an empty DVD case I've been scammed by Walmart on.
But I don't know. Like, what would there be to talk about if I didn't go at it with like a here are my thoughts about the movie. I like
I think you don't like it because you like Clark Griswold.
what?
You're very Clark Griswold coded.
Okay, well, I guess if you want to fucking think that, I would never cheat on my wife like Clark Griswold would.
You can't say that.
Yeah,
You never know.
You never know.
You might
You-
be tempted.
You, I've seen you fiddle with shit like you fiddle with
Kevin,
with them lights.
What if
That's
like
totally you.
what if like you're married and you go to like a Best Buy and some girl's talking like graphic cards with you? Like
that's fucking.
I don't know.
Sick.
Clark Griswold's wife is pretty banging, and I'm gay as
No,
they come.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's pretty good looking, and I that's part of the confusion for me is that she's like
She also spawned those 2 terrible children of his.
but like I haven't seen most of the other, but like are they always like significantly younger?
significantly.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like trying to like upgrade the new model. Like that's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Yeah, but it's still like I don't know. I don't see myself as a Clark Griswold.
Yeah, don't cheat on your significant others also.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Hey, gamers.
yeah,
Don't
like
cheat on your wife.
Uncool.
hear me out. Don't do it. But no,
If you're unhappy in your marriage, get a divorce.
like I said, I didn't expect us to like really.
But also, he's like still at the end of the day like a family man. Like he wanted to use his bonus money to get them all a pool to make them happy. Like,
And in his fantasy about the pool, he daydreamed about the lady from
I mean, it's okay. It doesn't matter where you get your motor started. It's just where as long as you park the car in the right spot, right?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
He wants to park his car in that
suppose.
girl.
Yeah, he
Well-
does want to park his car in that girl.
But in this film, he doesn't.
You're right.
He gets really close in I think Family Vacation.
He is close in all of them.
Yeah.
He's,
So this is
he's
actually the
bad. He's a
furthest one.
dog.
This is the furthest one from him getting close.
Clark Griswold is a dog, certified dog.
He does have that dog in him. But
Remember when he killed that dog?
yeah, he fucking killed a cat in this one too. You know?
He didn't.
Yeah.
It was very incidental. You can't pin that on him.
I'm blaming him still.
That grandma's fault for bringing a cat.
That's
You know, there's
fair.
only one of these movies I didn't watch. And it was like the one that came out with in
The newest one?
2011.
Yeah, I heard it's really bad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never watch that after watching this.
But yeah, like I said, when I knew we were going into this, like, one, I've seen it hundreds of times, so like I know what it is and stuff. But like I said earlier, I just feel it really encapsulates like a messy Christmas.
Yeah, I suppose it does. It's like a little over the top.
Of
The
course.
annoying fucking grandma from Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, everybody loves that
I
bitch. She
hate
plays the same character in every movie she's in.
I
everything
hate that
she's
lady
in.
because the character she plays. She's probably very nice. I think she's dead now.
She's
actually.
definitely dead now.
She was probably very nice when she was alive, but I hate seeing her on screen because I know she's going to play a huge bitch.
Well, yeah.
The whole ending scene is hilarious with the cops storming the house.
Yeah,
and
Oh
no,
my
those
stuff.
god,
are
it turns
actually
into
probably-
an action movie. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
They had like
Yeah,
the
I-
shaky cam
Yeah.
following them.
We watched another comedy movie from the era recently, Trains, Planes, and
Oh, yeah.
Automobiles. And there's a really funny thing about comedy movies of that era where they will completely just tone shift out of nowhere.
It's because it's all these old SNL guys that like
Yeah.
they want to make comedy movies, but there's just like you can tell there's just absolute like drug use
Oh yeah.
used in certain parts.
But still, like I think even like I today, a non-drug user, could probably see myself putting a scene in in Trains, Planes,
Yeah,
and
well-
Automobiles where it cuts and the guy is like Satan. That's
Yeah, have you
hilarious.
ever seen it, Brent?
No.
It's it's
Oh,
like
God.
it's like the only Thanksgiving movie, legitimately. But
Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Every Spider-Man is
Um,
certified Thanksgiving
That's
film.
my favorite
But
Thanksgiving movie.
they're driving on the wrong side of the interstate because wackiness, and they go between these two cars, and it's Steve Martin and John Candy. That's your two leads, and they're screaming, sparks are flying. It cuts to like that thing where it shoots Steve Martin's face, then John Candy's face, yada yada. And then Steve Martin's a skeleton screaming. Then John Candy's a skeleton screaming. Then they go back to screaming, and Steve Martin looks over, and John Candy's just dressed in your such stereotypical Red Devil suit, just laughing at him.
Yeah,
And then it
it's-
goes back to normal.
It's like shot like a horror movie for a second. It's really, really, really
It's
hilarious.
just 10
It catches you
seconds
off
of just
guard.
out of nowhere comedy.
And so the SWAT
Yeah.
setup where it's like for a second it becomes Die Hard is like really good for me. I really
I
enjoyed
like how they seized the neighbor's house. They didn't need to do that. They just wanted to like poop on Eileen more.
I don't even know why they put those segments into the movie. Those were like the most like disjointed random spots in the entire
They
movie.
just
I
wa-
loved them so much.
It was such a it was like their like end of chapter. It was like a break from the action real quick
yeah.
to annoy them and make it funny, and then we go back to what freaking
They're to ground you into the real world, to let you know that everybody surrounding Clark Griswold is not his fucking family. Hates
they're
his
trying to live their
fucking
normal life, and
guts.
Clarky Clark and the Funky Bunch over there are just like ruining the whole neighborhood. They literally like had to make them go on emergency power.
They're like somebody in like the third one of these movies. Like after the second one, they were like, it must be miserable to live next to this guy. And
Yeah,
I was like, you
honestly,
know what?
yeah.
That's a good idea. We should
Yeah.
run with that.
You know, I will say, for as much I've dogged on this movie for it being formulaic and doing the same thing, that is honestly a really good portion of
Mhm.
the movie, and is not like the rest of the movies in any way. So good for them to have this random ass like sequence
Yeah.
of events where it's like Clark Griswold will launch a fucking icicle into their record player. And why did that guy have so many record players that
He
were
likes it.
identical?
I think it was like a TV like
Or maybe it was like a
thing. It was-
stereo. I
yeah,
thought
I think it was a stereo.
they all looked the same though. There were like fucking 10 of them in a row.
The thing I like about Christmas Vacation also is it's kind of like broken up into chapters, and it understands when it's about to outstay its welcome on one bit because they'll once we finally got through the Christmas light saga, where he finally got the lights on, we're like, oh well, what was
heard
that?
you swallow that water.
You were swishing
That
around
was a
liquid
big
death
gulp.
and
My
did
mouth
a
was
gulp.
feeling dry.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
He said,
No, you're good. Just making sure you're like healthy. But after we got through the Christmas lights and stuff, like, oh, what's next? And then like, boom, Cousin Eddie, and
Yeah.
that kicks it into gear for like a whole new like I said, it might be formulaic, but they understand like they don't let a joke outstay its welcome. I think
Yeah.
they're good at keeping it moving and keeping it fresh.
Yeah, I guess I can give you that. I'll give you that as well. I don't think it's poorly constructed. I just think that we watched the other two like not very long ago, so it's like they're still kind of fresh in my mind.
I gotcha.
So I get that it's 100% me. I definitely
have you seen A Christmas Story?
I have not.
yeah, the one with the little kid, and it's like
Do you like A Christmas Story?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think that in and of itself tells me that maybe these types of movies just aren't for you.
Like I like Christmas movies in general, but that one.
But those two, they're very similar. If you like Christmas Vacation, you'd probably like Christmas Story, David.
Mm-hmm. I just don't care. Like I've just never had to I've never gone out of my way to watch it. Everyone's like, you should watch it. I'm like, maybe.
It's good.
I'll think about it.
The leg lamp. It's classic.
It has some funny bits to it too that I can think of, but I don't know. Like, it's not something that I care to watch every single year.
My friend lives in Cleveland. He wants to take me up to the house.
I've been to the house. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's neat. Ohio's got a lot of cool stuff to do here.
Yeah, the butthole of the state has a couple things.
It's
Kings butthole of the state, butthole of the country.
Point.
My bad.
It's all the cool stuff besides literally Columbus is on the border of Ohio. Yeah. And you're just the center because you're the capital. Like when I was flying out of Columbus to New York, it's just square plots of corn.
I was driving to go get Chinese food for Caleb the other day, and I passed by an abandoned hotel that was do you know when you get toward I don't know if you've ever been to Cedar Point, but they have an actual it's like an indoor water park, but it's half hotel, half indoor resort, and it has water slides coming out the hotel, and you can see it. It was this wood log cabin looking building.
Should explore that.
Yeah, and it was completely abandoned looking, and I was like, damn.
I see TikToks all the time of people exploring abandoned places. I'm like, I want to do that so bad, but
it'd be super fun. I also passed by an abandoned looking mall too. There was it was
so
huge,
fun.
yeah.
But then I see the TikToks of people finding the back rooms and stuff.
Oh my god!
They're climbing into you guys are gonna die.
The thing with an abandoned mall or something like that here is I would just be afraid of running into vagrant homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
The crackheads be out.
Yeah.
I also I probably couldn't do that with you guys because I am terribly allergic to mold.
Yeah, you die.
Yeah,
they always have masks on.
Yeah, the thing that scares me.
Most of them don't.
There's a couple things one called negative air or dead air, dead oxygen, dead
evil
oxygen.
air.
Where it's just been stagnant so long that it feels like you're breathing but you're not getting any oxygen.
Ooh.
And stuff. So old World War II bunkers and stuff that's a huge issue if you explore it. So those definitely turn me off. But abandoned malls and stuff, if I feel properly safe, I'd love to explore abandoned malls and stuff.
I wonder if there's any abandoned.
I don't know if it's gonna pull up Google reviews.
Westland Mall is a defunct 860,000 square foot shopping center located in the intersection of US Route 40 and Interstate 270 on the west side of Columbus. I definitely passed by this thing the other day. Ooh, it's creepy looking.
Dude,
Can you say that into your mic, please?
It's so spooky.
He was doing so good.
And then he looked at his phone.
I told you, it's when he looks at his phone.
And we need to get this guy. We need to put your phone in a fucking lockbox when we're recording.
I'm looking at the spot that David and I are gonna go explore.
Y'all have a
The
blast.
City Center Mall.
I'm gonna have to bring our boy from back home. You know,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I
He'd
know.
love that.
God, he'd cry.
He would. He's.
Oh, he could bring us one wheel. We could go one wheeling too.
You wouldn't go.
I mean, I could come here and hang out
You'd
like
be like,
here.
you'd literally just be sitting in here while we're all like running from
whatever.
homeless people.
Take a nap.
But
I can take a nap. You know.
oh, but I can't.
You did take a nap.
Yeah, and you guys woke me up.
Yeah, because it was Clark Griswold time.
America's largest abandoned indoor water park is frozen in time. The one I passed the other day on the highway.
Okay, so Columbus has two wild abandoned places that we need to look.
Fort Rapids in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, I could never in a million years
Recently
enter that
explored
place.
inside America's largest abandoned indoor water park.
Could you imagine how moldy that place is?
I think you'd take one step in and just like Peter Griffin death pose.
Despite being shuttered in 2016 after multiple serious code violations, huge swaths of the park feel almost perfectly frozen in time. Whoa.
There was a time whenever you know who and I were working together, that I poked my head into a dropped ceiling, and like 20 feet away from me there was some mold.
Mm-hmm.
They had to like get some guy in to clean it. It was like an abandoned, or it wasn't abandoned. It was just a vacant like spot in like a what do you call that? Like a strip mall. And like 5 minutes later, it looked like somebody decked me right in the mouth because like my face was all red.
We wouldn't be able to bring you.
Yeah,
we might explore them one day, but
so I give the National Lampoon Christmas Vacation 6 torched cats out of 10.
I give National Lampoons a 9.8 Jelly of the Month subscriptions out of 10.
Oh man, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
What kind of fucking snail you pulling out this tiny bastard?
I give this movie 8 snails switching light switches to make the lights go back on and off.
The most elaborate snail you've ever had to construct.
This is a snail with fingers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, I didn't have enough time to formulate anything good.
You had an hour.
You have anything else on Christmas Vacation? Like I said, I knew this wouldn't be a terribly in-depth review. Just wanted to make you watch it because it's a classic.
What a mistake you made.
Yeah, I forgot that you have lost your smile.
No, I definitely still have my smile.
Oh.
It's
You're a mean one, Mr. Kevin.
That's not until next episode.
What?
Oh. Hey.
Are you telling me in the next episode we're reviewing The Grinch?
The Grinch.
Man, you really just... You know how hard that is to fix in post?
We need to like make Brent edit one video so he understands.
He needs to just like really listen to the audio one time. Whenever we were driving here, we listened back to an old episode, and you did that same thing that you just did, where you put your mouth on the fucking microphone, and it shattered my eardrums.
You like bass boosted my car.
And I'm not well equipped to be able to. I'm not an audio engineer. I'm a fucking guy in a cave with a box of scraps. I don't know what
we're
I'm
having
doing.
like a normal conversation, and then you drop the bass on just a random thing.
Fucking insert the meme where Oppenheimer's looking at the nuclear bomb. That's me hearing your audio.
But yeah, we are the next episode. We're doing the Grinch, the Jim Carrey one, because the animated one, though classic, is
30 minutes
30
long.
minutes long. Until then,
I'm Kevin.
I'm David.
And I'm Brent.
And this is the Plotline.